Peter, you're going to be teaching valuation bias and fair housing laws and regulations. What do appraisers learn in this class?
What do appraisers learn in this class besides the predictable? They will learn that most appraisers do not actually know the law on the subject of fair housing as well as they think. So, in some of these classes on bias, I often start off with a case involving an appraiser who basically hates President Trump and appraises a borrower's home where the borrower is fabulously in love with President Trump and displays proud banners and flags celebrating President Trump. And then you actually do see in this appraisal report some evidence of bias come through. But is that a violation of the Fair Housing Act? So that's where we start in the class. And I think it gives appraisers kind of a little bit of appreciation that, okay, if they don't think that bias exists in a lot of contexts of appraising, but they can see it here in this particular case that I use. Based on the appraisal report, they can see the bias come through. So that's something they get out of this class that I think they're not expecting. And then they'll learn, okay, was that actually illegal, what the appraiser did? So there's the class has a different take, I think, than appraisers are expecting.
I have been in the class, and it's always full of conversations and questions, and dare I say, some people get really heated in the class at times. This is not that difficult a topic, is it?
It is difficult. It is difficult, Hal. And you're right. I think you're down in a class that we had first 7 hour presentation live with a live audience, and we did have some emotions, including mine, during the class. Yeah, so this brings out emotions across the spectrum and you'll have very different people in these classes, ranging from regulators, fair housing advocates, which we had down in that class, to appraisers who adamantly do not believe that the thing of valuation bias exists.
Let me ask you this, Peter. Why should I sign up to take this course?
You should take this class because it is different than you expect it to be. You're going to learn the law. You're going to learn about bias, of course. You're also going to learn it from an attorney who has actually defended appraisers in matters before HUD and in matters involving the CFPB. So you're going to hear that firsthand. But then I'm also going to be able to share with you some of the latest things that you'll never get in some other version of this class that come out of those cases that I've actually handled. And then it's up to date. Like you're going to hear how have things changed on the subject of valuation bias with the Trump administration? What's different? What's different than it was 6 months ago? So yeah, so it's a different take on this class that every appraiser is going to have to take in the US.
Yeah, that's the question. Why would I take this class? Well, number one, you've got to take a 7 hour valuation bias class. You've got to do it. Why not take it from an expert like Peter? Guys, if you're in need of taking a valuation bias class, join us at Appraiser eLearning and enjoy Peter's class. We'd love to see you there.